for the time being, we'll sound like shit for a second.
So they can hear us, but it doesn't probably sound very good.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, I had to turn that off.
I know, that was weird,
yeah,
though.
Yeah. Not being able to hear it in the headphones now.
Yeah.
Let's give that a second to fully just reset.
Water break.
Water break. Okay. Let me unplug it. Give it a full-on like power cycle. I hate technology. Like this setup works totally fine on Monday or Tuesday when we did the episode. I didn't touch a thing except for turn that off because I do that every day.
Yep.
And then it's just like, nah, fuck you. You fucking idiot. You imbecile. And soon you'll get all your headphones.
Okay. I'll wait for that.
Delicious.
So is that cold coffee?
Yeah.
In a mug?
I like drinking out of a mug.
I think we probably already talked about
We've been over this. I like drinking out of a mug. It is fun to do. It's nice to drink out of a mug. And I don't know. Like, it's like, it also feels weird because I will put cold brew in like cups like these. Mm-hmm. But I don't like to have two of the same cup. Whatever, dude. Moving on.
I get it.
Okay, wait a second. So now, let's go here. Nope. Okay, so what if I... Lupe!
Oh.
Hey, little fella. That's fucked up, dude.
Hey, little guy.
That's real fucked up. Sorry the audio sounds like shit for a minute.
Yeah. We're trying to figure it out. Well, Hagen is, I'm doing nothing. I'm doing nothing. Thanks for doing all this stuff. I appreciate it.
How are you, Lupe? Wee woo. It sounds like we are all in the bathroom.
No, it's a bonding experience.
That's good shit. Okay, you might lose us, but it should work now. Do we sound better?
Can you hear us now?
It says it's coming through these microphones now, so we should sound professional and not like we're all in the potty together.
Yeah. Now we're just in a party together.
Oh shit! Fucking
and it's
not the fucking air.
Not a bonding experience. It's a bondage experience.
Oh, where's the? Can I hit him with where it?
Oh, it's like a cucumber.
Let's hit him with the cucumber, baby.
What? What's that from?
What's that from?
Yeah. You don't have to explain.
This is a bonding experience then. Okay. So, in dorms in college.
Yes.
Here
he goes with the dorm stories.
We had these speakers that we put in the roof, right? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And one of the things that we recorded was what was one of our friends doing.
Oh, it's like a cucumber.
And we played that. Plus, actually, the clip is like 30 seconds long.
That's a friend. Oh, okay.
Thanks
for trimming it.
Yeah. The clip is like 30 seconds long. So that's the only part that I took. And then years later from that friend group, we also learned that one of our friends had a rap song that he had recorded, and in that rap song, it's all about weed, how much he likes weed.
Okay.
And the only clip that I pulled from that song is this.
Elephants.
Okay.
But the rest of the song is him going, weed.
You showed me that.
Weed.
Yeah, you showed me that before.
But the elephant's clip is going.
I like the keyboard upright sound.
Yeah.
That is not a real upright. Yeah. And if they could sound like that.
Mind you, that was all that he must have made out in like 2008.
Okay.
Something like that, 2007.
That's crazy. It's a long time ago. I was talking to a drummer friend of mine, not you, not Lupe, but this other guy.
Hey, Lupe, can you believe he has more friends?
I have more. I just only have drummer friends. I'm sidetracking myself, but I was also on a gig last weekend, and the guy that was playing guitar up front, he goes, "Hey, do you want to stand up front?" And I was like, "No, I'll just be back here with the drummer." And he was like, "Oh man, I think it'd be cool if you like stood up front with us, so it'd be like guitar, bass, and vocals, and violin." And I was like, "No, I'll just stay back here with the drummer."
Man, when you said violin, but you said it's a little
fiddle.
bit slow, and so I thought you were gonna be like, guitar, piano, violence,
real violent country gig.
What gig are you on, bro?
So now, so I was talking to this drummer, and he goes, "Did we play together in college?" And I was like, I don't remember. And then I thought, fuck, I've been out of school for 10 years.
Yeah, dude.
Just about 10 years.
It's crazy.
That's
crazy.
insane.
It's a bit of a segue, but it's like talking about like the Queens of the Stone Age stuff. Maybe just getting a little ahead, but like in the Zane Lowe interview, they were talking about how they're about to be 50, and I was like,
That's wild too.
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Josh
man.
Hom's already 50.
Yeah.
Lupe's in the chat. He said, remember when I shattered the beer bottle and it fell into the fan? You know that story. Lupe took an empty Dos Equis bottle and tipped it upside down and put it on his hi-hat stand thing. What's that thing that comes up?
The pole.
The pole.
Yeah, I do know
He
the story.
stuck it
Yeah,
on the
okay.
pole, and I had a fan leaned up against his hi-hat. And I was like, Lupe, don't hit that with your sticks. It's going to smash, and shards will hit the fan and
Sharts.
projectile shart at me. I'll have Dos Equis shart all over me.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And it happened. And I was already out of the way because I was like, I know this is going to happen. I know what you're going to fucking do. I like that he's like, hey, remember when I did that? I'm like, yeah, remember when you fucking shot glass at me?
Dude, you're friends with only drummers, and drummers are basically cavemen.
Yeah.
We are all just like some form of caveman.
So, and most of you smell good.
That's good.
It's weird.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I hope I smell good today because I have been running around and I haven't worked out in my shower routine yet. So, you know.
I'm fairly certain that I don't smell the best.
I can't smell you.
Yeah. Okay,
So-
good. That's all that matters.
Also, why I like candles in these rooms. I'm like, hey, just in case I do smell bad, we good. We Gucci.
got that candle back up.
Yeah. See that candle right there?
Right over there, folks.
You know what's fucking? You guys may be able to see it right here in the back. This little "Don't Feed the Artist" thing. It like I put it up because Adam gave it to me. He was like, "This is for the studio," and I was like, "Thanks for calling this a studio. That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me."
Yeah.
And he puts and I'm like, I need to find a place for this that you can see it in frame. And so I like framed cool posters around it. There's a Theo, plenty, a Foo Fighters, and then you know I put it there. I'm like, it just reflects off the light, and you could barely see.
You can't
it.
even see.
Yeah.
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 We love you too, Ian.
Love
Sorry
you,
you can't
Ian.
hang out with us.
Yeah, this is bullshit, but it's fine. I'll find a way to forgive you for
Yeah,
it.
we've got Lupe and Heather in here, so
Yeah, we're
you know,
good.
we don't need you.
We're
We do
Gucci.
need you. We miss
We're
you.
Gucci. I need to text Pablo and say fuck you
Oh!
for.
Sorry,
Don't make a mess in the studio.
I
man.
almost spilled my coffee.
Don't make a mess in the studio.
Okay.
Pablo has made Gucci a part of my regular everyday vernacular. I said Gucci to a student the other day.
No,
I was
you
like,
didn't.
Yeah.
A young
I
student.
was, 18. I was like, we Gucci.
What did the student say?
Just like laughed and looked down really awkwardly.
I love that. That's
It's,
great.
Yeah, it's tough, but it's
Hey,
all
are we
right.
peaking it or is that okay?
No, that should be good.
All right.
Actually, I was whenever I like started to learn about like OBS and all the, like the streaming stuff, there was one streamer that was like, if your audio isn't always in the red, then you're too quiet on stream.
Okay.
And I feel like it's just so hard to tell. Like it's like we have monitoring set on our headphones, but it's not the OBS. It's from my mixer.
Yeah.
So it's like it's hard to tell how loud everything is.
Yeah, and it's counterintuitive for everything to be in the red.
Right, you feel like that's wrong. So like because if I blow the air horn and I talk at the same time, it's gonna show me that it's clipping probably, but it might not be in reality. Like I've gone on back and watched like clips and streams of stuff, and I'm like, I can hear this just fine. So
Well, let us know
yeah,
in the chat if we need to be louder or quieter.
yeah. I mean, if we need to be quieter, I don't give a shit.
It's Friday, bitches.
It's been a long week, dude.
It has been a long
It's
week.
been a fucking
I can
long
hear out of
week.
both ears now, though.
Hey, that's
an
awesome,
update.
dude.
2 weeks. First week with the right ear clogged. Second week with the left ear clogged. I was starting to go crazy. It felt like I was driving with my wife somewhere the other day, and it
Nice.
felt like I was wearing sunglasses. We had music up at a medium volume. Lots of cars around
So
us.
you couldn't talk to each other.
Well, no, we talk a lot, so it was at a good volume. And I couldn't hear out of my ears. And wearing sunglasses, sitting in a car with all that stuff around me, it felt like I was disappearing.
Yeah.
Does it ever happen to you?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I have any sort of like weird like sensory issue, I'm like something's wrong.
Yeah.
I must be dying.
Yeah.
That's all this can be. I had like lately, I think my body is starting to tell me I need to sleep more.
Oh.
Which is a good thing, right? But like
Just now?
well, like it obviously did before, right? But like I've been thriving on like 4 to 5 hours of sleep for the
Right.
last like 2-3 weeks or whatever. Like just like trying to get as much shit done that I possibly can, and like this week it was Wednesday night. I laid down and I just passed out.
Yeah.
But like a couple of weeks ago, I feel like my body was trying to make me do that because my vision started to get blurry. There's like a lot of issues like that, and I was like, oh God, do I need to go to the eye doctor? What's wrong with me
No,
right now?
go to bed.
Go to bed, idiot.
But you did it. You got the all the stuff done for the Mattis release. Congrats on the new
all
single.
the stuff, but yes, I
Most
did get
of the
I did
new
get
stuff.
a lot of stuff done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Check out that new song.
Yeah, I meant to play
remember
it
the
today.
name of it.
It's called Targets.
Targets.
It's called Targets. So there's like there's the songs out. If you look it up, the album art like for Targets is our next album's artwork.
Oh,
and
I
it's
love it.
So fucking cool.
It's so cool.
It's beautiful. I'm gonna say her name wrong. Shania Shafe, I think is her name. She's in Denton. Amazing artist. Like does like photorealism kind of thing. It's amazing.
It looks really cool.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're releasing that album in September. It's our first single. We'll release another one each month up until then, and I just have a lot of work to do for it. So
Yeah, but
it's
you're
good.
getting it done.
Yeah,
With some sleep.
yeah. With
You gotta
some
get
sleep. With some sleep. Yeah. So it's good stuff. And then prepping for other gigs and other whatnots. So, but I mean, like I don't have to play 40 songs. I have to play 20. So
Yeah, but you're playing with 2 bands.
I'm playing with 2 bands. That's true. That's true. It's true.
Yeah, I'm playing 40 songs, and here's the evening. Okay.
Okay.
First set is an hour, 15-minute break.
Okay.
Second set's an hour and a half.
Okay.
15-minute break.
Okay.
Third set's an hour.
That's so dumb.
That's a lot.
That's so dumb. Like why?
And my delicate little like playing shows with Moniker for 45 minutes at a time, or like Hightower where we get lots of breaks.
Yeah.
My delicate little brain and hands are like, can we please take at least a 20-minute break? And he's playing, the guy I'm playing with, he's great. He's playing solo stuff in the middle of the sets. I'm like, why don't we put the solo stuff? He has an idea. He's been doing this way longer than I have, so whatever.
Well, that's why I do like if
I'm
we
just
have,
complaining
if we
for no
have-
reason.
It's okay, I get it. If I do like the 4-hour thing with Matthew,
Yeah.
then we do like the third set starts with like 4 or 5 solo songs.
Yeah.
So that way I get a longer break.
Yeah, it's not Hagen in the arrogant seat.
I
It's
also-
Matthew in the arrogant seat.
I
They
like
can do it.
I like doing. I think that fits really well. So I
Yes.
like to do it that way. But
It's layered.
it's layered. Exactly. Well, should we listen to this fucking album?
Let's do it. Let's jump in.
So, Queens of the Stone Age, In Times New Roman. Did you know this is the finale for a trilogy?
No.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
This is the finale for a trilogy. So just to kind of give us a little bit of background on before we go into like the actual like full background of the album. Like Clockwork, Villains, and In Times New Roman are a trilogy. There's people. The fans are under the impression that as we listen to this more, we're gonna find like a lot of like lyrical tie-ins and also like nicely tied bows on some lyrical concepts from the previous albums.
Okay.
There's 2 giveaways outside of that to tell us it's a trilogy. The artist that Queens of the Stone Age works with posted so this is like a snake somewhere on here. Maybe not, but they posted a separate thing. It was like a snake climbing up a candle, I think. And
Okay.
there's a piece of paper on the bottom that says Like Clockwork, Villains, In Times New Roman.
Okay.
And the final piece that gives it away is that Like Clockwork starts with an ellipses and In Times New Roman ends with an ellipses.
Wow, that really gives it away. What the fuck? That doesn't give it away.
So
like these albums don't sound anything alike to me.
and they're pretty far apart. They
Yeah.
feel, but this is apparently the end of a trilogy.
Okay.
I don't know anything outside of because I tried to find more that would explain to me that why it was about a trilogy, but it does, or why it is a trilogy. There's really nothing.
And
So,
we both listened to the Zane Lowe interview.
yeah.
He mentions nothing of this.
No, and I didn't really see him mention it at all, except for like it was mainly their artist who mentioned it.
Okay. Maybe the art.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like there's also supposedly like there's like nods to Like Clockwork and In Times New Roman, like in terms of like the kind of playful words they use like with those titles. So apparently while they were making the album Like Clockwork, the reason they called it that is they like kept using that phrase Like Clockwork while they were working on the album. And then apparently the rumor is for In Times New Roman, while they were making the album, because they started to work on this supposedly right around 2019, 2020, when COVID started, they were referring to it as the end times. And then he got his divorce papers, and it was likely in the Times New Roman font. And so that is where this In Times New Roman kind of comes from, end times and Times New Roman.
Okay.
I did not realize Queens of the Stone Age fans were like actual fucking like stans. They are like fucking diehard fucking fanboys, and they are diving into every little piece. It's like, I imagine Queens of the Stone Age fans are either like stoners, they're like guys who are in their 50s or 40s or 50s, could be bikers too. I'm like, stoners I get maybe a little bit like diving too deep into shit, but like most of the Queens of the Stone Age fan base I imagine to be like kind of like badass older dudes.
Yeah.
Quote unquote badass older dudes. What is this? What are you diving into all this shit for?
Especially because Josh Homme was talking a lot about how this record is a reflection of the last couple of years of his life.
Yeah.
And they wrote most of the music before he wrote any of the lyrics because he had such a hard time coming to the place where he was ready to write lyrics.
Yeah. Well, and like it was like he wanted to make sure it was right. He worked his ass off, he said, on these lyrics.
And a friend of ours mentioned that he had cancer. Again, I didn't hear any mention from him about this.
He didn't talk about it in the interview for Zane Lowe, but he does talk about it in other interviews.
Okay.
So in a couple other interviews, like is it Revolver, I think, and then NME, whatever that website is. Those two interviews, I think, is some of the places he mentioned he had cancer, and he also had surgery for said cancer.
Okay.
And that was last year.
Okay.
And that this is also following, he lost 11 friends in the last 4
That's what
years.
he said, yeah.
11 friends in the last 4 years.
Starting with Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah, and Mark Lanigan, who was a member of Queens of the Stone Age. And man, those Mark Lanigan stories are hilarious.
Oh my god,
dude!
They're so funny.
I'm gonna start saying download a sandwich. That shit's hilarious.
Where'd you download that sandwich?
Yeah. And obviously he was also friends with Taylor Hawkins.
Yeah.
He listed off a couple other friends, but I don't think they're anyone that like people know really.
Yeah.
So he and then he also went through a divorce. With including two like they restraining ordered themselves.
Yeah, it's like I'm putting a restraining order on you. Well, I'm putting a restraining order on you.
Doesn't that make them just disappear?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know.
Or does it double it?
It doubles it. They really shouldn't be close to each other.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's bin a crazy. Everyone's saying 4 years, but since Villains came out, it's been 6 years.
Yes.
So. Yeah, so it's been a minute since we've had new Queens of the Stone Age. What have you listened to? Did you listen to the singles? Did you listen? What have you heard?
I listened to the first song, and I listened to I think Emotion Sickness. That was the first single.
That was
released,
the first
right?
single.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
I've listened to
Emotion
that one a
Sickness.
couple of times.
Yeah, so I heard Emotion Sickness and I heard Carnivore, which if you listen to the interview, they played Carnivore at the top as well, I think.
Oh, okay.
So you probably heard that one too.
Okay.
So I've got.
Oh, not on YouTube.
Oh, not on YouTube.
Yeah, I watched it.
Oh, okay. I listened to it on Apple Music, so it played the song at the top. Okay, well, we're just gonna go through the top of this album. We'll chat during. Try not to stop too much. Yeah.
Hang out with us in the chat.
Hang out. I've got
Put headphones in.
Yeah, put headphones in if you got them. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to start it pretty loud. So sorry if volume adjusts a little bit, but I also don't want it too loud in our headphones. So here we go. So our first track, Obscenary. Why did that turn down like that?
Those tones already.
It's crazy.
This album is produced by Queens of the Stone Age.
Yeah, which I think is great.
Reverb on the bass. Or like a...
How weird is that?
That's weird. Like it might have been through a guitar amp. Consequences, schmonsequences.
He talks about those kind of weird lyrics.
Yeah. great falsetto.
That sounds like Queens of the Stone Age. Like that's like not a dumb thing to say, right? But I mean, it just sounds like
Yeah. You're saying fuck this, right?
yeah. In the middle of the song.
Yeah, I dipped this way up when we were driving. Have you heard this one? Okay. A lot of room sound on the drums.
Yeah, the snare sounds little and like for the most part, I feel like.
Hear the reverb?
Yeah.
Self-help, go out and help yourself. You must be pleased with miseries you designed. Voyeurism, jism, make us
I love
very
that.
visions for your wrath.
Voyeurism, jism.
Yeah. The effect on the drums, it just it sounds like room sound, Gary. Like
Yeah.
they didn't. A lot of times, if you put mics in drums, you like in recordings, you can put like a microphone on the bottom of the snare drum, the top of the snare drum, all the toms, everywhere, and it makes it feel really close, and you can get a really close sound. But having room sounds means like putting microphones just up over the top of the drums and
Yeah,
on the
so-
other side of the room.
Yeah, like generally, like imagine like if I was sitting at like, or if there were drums like in the back of this room right here, like you might put a mic where we're sitting facing the drums to just get like that sound. You could put the mic anywhere. So I'm assuming that they like it doesn't sound like the snare sounds really tiny. So a lot of times
Yeah.
when you use a room sound, you mix it with the close mics a little bit. But I don't know how much they did that. Like,
Well, he knew, but he's saying it sounded like there was some kind of distortion on the snare.
It just sounds like it's mixed really far back to
Yeah.
me. Like I'm not. It doesn't sound super distorted. It might be something like EQ distorted across the whole track.
Could be.
Yeah.
I might have just mansplained room sound to Gary. Hey, Gary.
How do you feel about that?
I feel horrible about Sorry, Gary. Look how red my face is. Oh,
My face is red too. This is track 2, Paper Machete.
dude. Great song name.
I'm gonna do something weird.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm curious because whenever I listen on these headphones compared to my in-ears, I get a really different feel on some of the mixed stuff.
You're switching to in-ears. For the record, the weird thing he's doing is switching his headphones.
Yeah,
That's not that weird.
pretty weird.
You're not a dangerous man. It's not that weird, okay?
I'm not afraid of
Don't freak out. I'm gonna switch my headphones. I can't hear a damn word you're saying.
you guys. Make fun of me for changing my chair height.
So you're really in the details, in the weeds of the details.
Yeah, this accentuates what I thought I was hearing. It feels like most of it is kind of like it is like surrounded by something, you know?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yep. Guitars are hard panned on both sides. Bass is more front. Drums they feel pulled back.
Yeah.
They do make weird mixing choices sometimes.
Well, his voice is carrying so much here.
Yeah. But, right here, the drums are more panned, like both sides. They're smack dab in the middle.
Yeah, I think the drums are pretty panned anyway, but they're just like pulled back in the mix somewhere. Like the hi-hat is kind of piercing through, but everything else feels like it's like sitting.
Wonder who mixed it.
I'm sure there's an answer somewhere. Mark. Oh, I read about this. This guy's done like Adele and other stuff too.
Oh, Iggy Pop, Weezer, Florence and the Machine,
yeah.
Foster the People. Okay.
Yeah. That crash sounds great.
Yeah. So dry.
Get out.
Toms are really open. See if we get another hit. No. What a great fucking band.
I think it's one of the coolest things they mentioned in the interview was like, oh, that's Queens. It was like they are closer than they ever, like they're agreeing on everything. They feel like they're more close than they have been ever, basically.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Makes sense that they produced it.
Yeah.
I love this bass player. Was it Michael Schumann? Mikey Shoes?
Yeah.
God, he looks like such a cool guy. And his tone. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's shit your pants tone, baby.
Oh, look at that. That's fuzz. Woo! Maybe I should get another fuzz pedal.
Do it.
Now that I have that expensive compressor, it might work. Classic Queens.
Yeah.
Is that crash again?
I think I know what crash is.
You should get it.
I have it.
Nice. Is it the thin one with the holes in it?
One of them, yeah.
Yeah. Hear that guitar on the right?
Oh, yeah.
It's just like finger sounds with a wah.
Yeah. Man, if I was working in the studio with someone like, I got this idea, and they did that, I'd be like, get out.
Get the fuck out of the
Get
studio.
out.
Oh, it's floating around now. Whoa. Oh, dude.
That was cool.
I don't do drugs, but I feel like I should.
Neither does Josh Homme anymore.
Yeah, he's dead sober.
Shit.
Let us know if the music's loud enough, please.
Man, if that's not loud enough, I don't know what to do.
I'm enjoying myself. Thanks, babe.
Yuck.
Gross. Yeah, Gary. that might be percussion.
Yeah. No, I think you're right.
Oh, did my ear
Yeah.
just-
No, that was
Okay.
that was oh
Dude,
my
that's how my
God.
ear felt when it popped this week.
Dude. Oh fuck. I thought my shit was breaking. Fuck. That was horrible. Man. I think it's obvious, but like
Makes me want to do this. See? Feels good, right?
it's good, yeah.
Stiffer.
Stiffer. You're getting a pretty big range of motion for being so stiff.
That's what she said. Oh, we're lined up. I can't.
Whoa.
We getting some claps?
At the end of the phrase, yeah. Weird. Also, like, what a not like traditional groove at all.
Yeah.
If you're listening, if you're not paying attention, it sounds fine. But the moment you listen in, it's like, oh, that's goofy as fuck.
Yeah. It's very his vocals are very late Bowie.
Yeah. They were talking about Bowie in an interview, and I was like, oh man, like, that's you, bud. Like,
I love when just the bass and the drums just drive the shit and people are doing really rhythmic stuff.
yeah.
It's my favorite thing. Also, that lead stuff he's playing right there sounds very like pentatonic-y kind of stuff. It's hard to make that sound that good.
Yeah. A lot of that comes down to like the tone and all that.
Yeah.
Like, that's like their shtick. Man, that snare is so weird.
Very clear though, right here. This
It's just
reminds
a
me.
little.
This reminds me of the jam that Dave Grohl, Trent Reznor,
Oh yeah, totally.
and Josh Homme did.
What a cool note choice.
Yeah. There's like xylophone.
Oh, yeah.
That's Dan Fertitta, I would say. Oh, is it going to fade out with just the vocals?
Yeah.
Semi-hollow bass with overdrive or fuzz on it. It just sounds so fucking good.
An ending like that is so Queens of the Stone Age, where you just like, there's a song off of their second album that does like this really long ending with a horn section, and you feel like you're just stuck there.
Yeah.
And it feels, that's so quintessential them. Oh yeah.
That sounds like Iggy.
I don't think it is though, because they talked about like not having anyone else.
Yeah.
Like he mentioned, like no guests.
No guests.
Yeah.
That's so low.
Yeah.
You're gonna swallow your pride. Hope success comes quick. Back that up.
This sounds like Clockwork.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. That's Mini Mansions vibes.
Yeah, it really
It's guaranteed is the bass player doing that. I guess it could be Troy, I guess. I believe that too.
Yeah.
After years at the company
The fuzz in the right is like crushing. It's so cool.
You will look down at the peasantry, kill themselves to make you smile, slake your thirst,
Bitch.
come get what you deserve.
What was that?
Sound like somebody going, bitches.
Yeah.
Binge and purge.
Oh.
Did not notice the weight of the truth that it cut from me. How I tried and falls
It's really like gives me like Fairweather Friends vibes.
It does. The mix is still weird though.
Very strange.
Everything else is really loud. The drums are so
Just like
small. Yeah. Not bad though.
no, not bad. Very curious to hear this in my car or in AirPods.
Yeah. It's sounds like you got to put it up loud enough that. Jeez. Textures, boys. Watch those textures. They're gonna fall over.
You should be a winner, babe. Give your best years away.
So catchy.
To a blowing corporation, I'm working like a slave. Best thing twice. Alright.
Did you notice in the interview he had more of a lisp than he ever has?
Yeah, that was very weird.
Very weird.
I just felt so young with a brand new page and a morning sun. So you're made to parade with the mess you made with violence.
Oh, the last song is 9 minutes long.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Be lost till like you never made. So you're made to parade with the mess you made well fled away. If I followed you, I'd be lost till
This is gonna sound really good live.
Yeah.
Like really big. Woo! Woo! Oh. I like when songs fade out. I used to not like it.
Yeah.
We should make a song fade out on the new Moniker stuff.
I remember that you were very against it before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it now though.
I'm indifferent. It just depends on the song.
Yeah.
Depends on the way it's used. For me, like this song and the song before, just felt like we were like kind of sitting there for a while. The one before felt like it was like kind of intentional, like you're stuck here. This was like just kind of like just jam it out.
Yeah.
And I sometimes wish those endings would be a little more concise, but it's not bad.
Yeah. Carnivoyeur. Two. 3, 4, 1, 2.
Nothing, nothing, nothing inside. There's no reason
What happened to the drums? They're like
fade away
so much bigger now.
Yeah.
I've heard this song and didn't even like think about the fact that like the other songs, like the singles, have such different drum sounds.
Wow. Wow. That's the sound it's making.
Yeah, yeah.
We have the same envelope pedal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the MXR. The wow. Wow. It's a dancer. That's the two-stepper.
Where's the mosh pit?
In our hearts. Oh, when did you switch back?
Pretty much right away.
Oh my god. I didn't even notice.
They're too quiet.
Yeah. Hey, we need a string section for 4 bars.
Yeah, they got a real string section for it too.
They got paid.
They're on 4 songs.
Yeah.
I love that.
Wow, wow.
Wow.
Drums all left,
Yeah.
bass all right. That's just drums, bass, and strings, and vocals.
Yeah.
Whoa. That might be my favorite part of the whole
That's
record
so
right there.
Cool. That's so fucking cool.
This song is called What the Peephole Say,
Yeah, peephole.
where dicks go.
Nice.
Oh no, that's Glory Hole. Sorry, folks.
Don't believe Dave and his misinformation about where peepholes go.
Don't put your pee-pee in the peephole.
I mean, you could, Doc.
This feels like old Queens, like Era Vulgaris.
Yeah.
Is he saying sheeple?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
I don't care if the people grow. They all say nothing didn't doesn't make it so. Got a school.
Yeah, he's got great delivery of his vocals.
Yeah, fuck. This is like, oh man.
Don't care what the people know. The world's gonna end in a month or so.
Yeah, it's that kind of dance. Yeah. We're making the stabilizer on your GoPro do some extra work.
It's not working.
It's not working. It's starting to move a lot.
Great bass part. Every other master of the four on the floor. Oh, so good.
From the outskirts of town where the headlights bleed, while teenagers. Tonight is the night.
This is just a band you want to be in, right?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That's what Josh said. He said he like talks about like I just want to be in that band that does this, and he is.
Oh, I'm gonna have to make a bigger pedal board. Shit.
I'm gonna text Alcina right now to listen to this.
Yeah. Oh, they're gonna love it.
Oh,
Classic Queen's ending.
Yeah, but something about that.
Go.
Yeah, something about that ending felt like almost too predictable for them. I like it.
This one's called Sicily.
Did Lupe play the
That's Lupe on the beer bottle.
on the beer bottle?
Fuck. John Theodore gave you a call for that. Oh shit. I didn't know he was still here.
I was fingers crossed, baby. Fingers crossed.
God, it's warm in your house, dude.
It's not warm in the house.
warm
man.
in your
It's
house.
not warm in the house, man.
Yeah.
Hey, while we have a second, well, it's a little quiet in the song. Like the stream, everybody. It helps us out a lot.
Oh. I wonder if they're gonna have tracks on stage for all the strings.
No, I don't think so.
No.
I mean, they infamously don't play with a click.
Yeah.
So there's just no way. They probably just won't have it.
Yeah.
Or they'll
Oh, we're getting hearts. We can see those.
Oh, we can see that. What is that? That's crazy. Oh, amazing.
He's building a shed. Is it for like lawn stuff or for drum stuff? Is it a shed where you can shed? Oh, we're getting so many likes.
Thanks,
I'll bet that's my wife.
Oh, nice.
Wow. House stuff. Oh. The fuck was that?
Cool as fuck. It's not that warm in the house, guys.
It's warm in here.
It's warm because
warm in here.
we have lights on us.
Yeah,
okay?
we're in the bright lights.
We're in the bright lights and we're dancing.
warm in your house.
And it's not warm in the house. What is your house set to right now?
66.
Oh, that's
Not warm in that house. It's warm in the house, your wife said.
she's wearing a sweater.
I think I'm a little overwhelmed.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's good. It's great. I'm okay with that. I was hoping you'd stay on that crash, but I'm okay with this. Also, the drum sound went back to like that kind of more pulled back again.
Yeah.
So interesting.
But yet the vocals are still so clear and present.
Yeah.
Good crickets. Don't do it. This is the single. Single.
This was the first single. I thought this was gonna be the first song on the album because of the way this starts.
Yeah.
Use once and destroy. Single servings of pain. The dose of emotion. Sickness that just can't shake. And my feelings
Why did Heather remove her comment?
This song's still that wah-na-na gives
Yeah.
me every time.
Very them crooked vultures.
It is.
Like maybe he called John Paul Jones. He's like, "Can I have that?"
It had that thing that you did, that weird fucking 10-string thing that you held up like this and made weird noises.
The lap steel baritone bass
Is that what it is?
thing. I don't fucking know. Got some digital screen on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, remember what I said about this bass part?
No, what'd you say?
Ryan Gordon. This part here.
Bro. Way to just like fully dox the man.
Yeah.
That's a slightly broken beer bottle.
They don't slightly break. Not when you hit them with a drumstick.
He's gotten better, okay?
If Lupe's still in the chat, I still have that Keith Carlock Vic Firth stick you gave me when we played House of Blues. Told you
Give
I'd
it
keep
back.
it forever. No, I said I'm keeping this forever.
Give it back.
That was 13 years ago.
Man, you're old.
Not what I thought you were gonna say.
I'm sorry.
You dropped the Crown's Kings.
Pablo, dude. I've been saying Gucci so much lately, and
To his students.
dude, I've been saying Gucci to my students. I told you that, dude. It's so fucked, man. I gotta stop.
Gucci and the hoochie.
Gucci and the Gucci. The first time I listened to this song, I was pretty underwhelmed because I feel like harmonically it just doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
But like the tones and just like if you kind of like just zone in and out of it, there's constantly cool shit happening.
Yeah.
This is the only like harmonic thing that feels even kind of like movement. It's not bad at all.
Man, such solid bass playing throughout this entire record.
Yeah, he's so good.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do if someone says you can't hear the bass on this album?
Be like, shut up, Jackson.
I don't care.
No, it's just that he uses a lot of effects.
Yeah, yeah,
So I
yeah.
get why.
Two fades in this album, yeah.
Yeah. Not a lot of fades. All right. Last song.
9 minutes.
9
straight
minutes long.
jacket fitting. Whoa!
You good?
Is that a Foo Fighters song? That is a good album. God damn.
Ooh, man.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
This feels like
Like clockwork.
it feels like Clockwork, and it feels like Villains. There's something about it that's like it's perfectly blending it. A lot of people said that this album was really dark, like, and I figured that by tones. And I'm not. I think like Clockwork has a lot more darker tones than this.
It's really dark.
It's really dark. Widow away.
It takes me such a long time to learn his lyrics.
Yeah. God, it's cool.
So disorienting. Oh, bring that riff back. That's dirty.
God damn.
That was the bass player just screamed.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Hi, and welcome back to.
That hi-hat, man. His right hand and right foot are fucking glued. They are like not stepping away from each other. That is so tight.
Oh, it's at the last song. If we shut up for long enough.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That was, yeah, so much. Tom's sung great.
Yeah. Yeah, again, I'm getting that feeling of like overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Just a lot.
It is. I feel like, I wonder what this song, if he had all of these instrumentals done truly, like before he had the lyrics, like years ago. 'Cause this feels like he needed the space to have all this to say.
Yeah. There's the album cover. Or the name of the album.
Oh, nice.
Bring back that riff.
Yeah.
That's like Chains, right?
Yeah.
So good. Got more couscous. What's she talking about?
Hello Fresh.
Oh.
Wait, hold on.
This is why it's 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Too much acoustic guitar on a Queen's record.
What?
I said you don't hear too much acoustic guitar on a Queen's record.
Yeah, it's like one of their acoustic songs, or mostly acoustic songs, was one of my favorite songs of theirs.
Was it on Rated R?
No, it's on Songs for the.
Oh, Songs for the Dead.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's acoustic. At least it gives that vibe. Mosquito song.
Yeah, I think it's acoustic. Yeah. I thought that was on Rated R. Weird. I feel like I would have just made this another track.
Yeah, I wonder.
This sounds like it would be good to have playing at the beginning of the set while they're walking out.
Yeah. Or as they're walking off stage.
Yeah.
Either one. And that is the end of the album.
That's in
That
Times
is-
New Roman.
Yeah, that is in time. So I was gonna do a thing because so there's a local record store here in Denton called Mad World Records, and it's not, they don't have a storefront. You can order online, but they do local delivery.
Yeah.
I was gonna wait to order this album after we heard it because I was like, I am a Queens of the Stone Age fan, but they also have albums I don't like. Like I don't like Eric Volqueras very much.
Me neither.
And so I was like, I want to listen to it first because I liked Emotion Sickness, but it wasn't my favorite. Carnival is super cool, and I was like, I just need to hear the album before I buy it. They released like 4 different variants. Now I was gonna have us all pick it together.
Does that word variant ever trigger you a little bit because of COVID?
No,
That word is forever different for me.
man, that word means so many other things.
I know.
than that.
I know.
It means a lot of different stuff. Also, like for a second, I was like, he couldn't be talking about the new Marvel stuff that has variants in it.
No, I'm not talking about that.
Anyway, they're sold out of all of them. So good for
Oh.
Queens, good for Mad World. I'm gonna go shop for it somewhere else. But they have a green one, like a red one, a clear one. It's a bunch of cool different like variants for the record.
As in like the actual vinyl.
The color of the
Yeah.
vinyl, yeah. So it's a great fucking album, I think.
Yeah.
I think this is really cool. I'm super curious to dive into the lyrics and see truly if this is like part of the trilogy
Yeah.
of everything. But I mean, I don't think it is.
What do you think of the 3, if it is a trilogy, which one's your favorite?
Right now, like Clockwork, because that's my favorite Queens album, probably. Like Songs of the Dead is a great fucking album, and it's gonna be like if someone's like, oh, I don't know Queens of the Stone Age, I'll say go listen to Songs of the Deaf.
Yes.
That's where you start. I think it's damn near close to my favorite album of theirs. But Like Clockwork is the one that I can come back to over and over and over again. And there's so much like variance across the board of this album, like what they do.
Yeah.
And so that like Clockwork is probably my favorite. I would say In Times New Roman is going to be close. I'm going to listen to it a lot.
Me too.
There's a weird thing. Like, how much more have you listened to the new Foo Fighters album?
A lot.
Really?
Yeah. Well, because I keep going back to it. I'm at the point now where I can just put it on shuffle.
Okay. Yeah.
And the last 2 songs don't really mess me up anymore.
I have listened to it a fair amount, but if the more that I listen to it, the more it affects me.
Yeah.
And it's like I think it's an amazing Pepper. We're doing something. I think it's an amazing album, obviously.
Yeah.
But I have such a like emotionally hard time listening to it over and over and over again. And every time I do listen to it, not every time, but most of the times, once I get to the last 2 songs, I'm done. I'm like, I'm not gonna listen to it.
Have you watched the music video for The Teacher yet?
No, not yet.
You should watch it.
But like the stuff that that Josh Homme's gone through is really intense, and that it's the context of the lyrical context is pretty intense. But I'm not getting the vibe off of it like right off the bat. I'm getting a much more like this is just a new Queens record,
Yeah.
great writing vibe.
It's
So-
like if you didn't look into anything about his personal life and just listen to the Queens of the Stone Age, especially this trilogy, you wouldn't necessarily pick up on, at face value, anything that he's gone through.
yeah.
We have to actively listen to the lyrics to really start to make those ties between the 3 records and to really get the content from this record
Yeah.
and see how it plays into the things that we know that he's talked about.
Yeah. So I'm very like I'm gonna dive deep into this album. I think it's great. This is incredible. I'm not sure if I like the front half or the back half more. There's aspects of both that are really great, but it's a great album. It's a
Super
great
good.
album. Yeah.
Overwhelming.
Yeah, I'd say overwhelming as well. But there was at least 3 songs that ended with one of those with a bunch of like loud noises happening at
Yeah.
you shutting off kind of thing. So
Yeah, and I think it's overwhelming because we're actively listening to it. Like when
Yeah.
I drive to my gig later, I'm gonna put this record on.
yeah.
And when I drive home, I might put it on.
Yeah, this is a driving record for sure. Yeah,
That's today. It's like I love Queens because when I'm doing those long drives, 9 times out of 10, I'm like, let's put some Queens of the Stone Age on because I can drive to that.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, Great album. Cool. Well, thank you guys for being here. You got anything else, Dave?
No. You want to plug your show tonight?
Yeah, for anyone in Denton, if you're watching, playing at Dan Silverleaf with Megan Story, and I'm filling in for Edgar Derby tonight. Very excited, very honored, very happy to be doing that. We had 2 rehearsals, and it's just been a blast. It sounded great. It's been like, I don't know. I hope they feel as good as I do about how it just fits like a glove. Super excited.
That rehearsal space looked really cool.
Super cool. Great rehearsal space. Great guys. Like, just it's going to be a really good night tonight at Dan's. So if you are in Denton and you check this out before the evening of June 16th, come through to Dan Silverleaf. We're going to have a great time.
I'm playing at Filthy McNasty's in Fort Worth in the Stockyards with my friend Mendon Hale.
Hell yeah.
He released a new song today.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's Filthy McNasty's.
Filthy McNasty's, everyone.
It's a classic.
From 9 to 1.
It's a classic. Filthy McNasty's. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you guys for being here. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on socials, DFTA Podcast on Instagram. Don't For the Artist on TikTok. Yeah, do all that good shit. Go listen to music. I think we'll probably do a stream next week. It'll just be later.
Yeah.
We have 2 rehearsals, so...
Do I have a gig next Friday?
Yeah, let's figure that out first. Maybe if you have a gig, we won't do it. But
I don't have a gig next Friday.
well, then we'll probably do it. It'll just be later in the day.
Might be a later one. Might be with beer.
Definitely, I would say definitely be with beer. Probably.
Yeah.
If we have, it'll
Two
be
rehearsals.
2 rehearsals with lots of brain power.
Yeah.
But we will more than likely do a stream next Friday. Also, the regular show should be happening on Monday this week.
Yep.
With Adam won't be late.
No, he'll show up on time.
He'll just
He's
show
a
up.
week late.
Period. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Thanks to Kara and Pablo and Lupe and Gary and Heather.
Yeah.
And Ian for hanging out with
Thanks for
us.
swinging through. Next week we'll probably just be just back to just listening to new releases.
Mm-hmm.
We've missed a lot because we've been doing the albums, so we'll just be going through just singles and all that kind of stuff. Sleep well, Kara, and
Sleep well, everybody.
sleep well. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. All that good shit. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell your enemies. And
Fuck off! Get me rid of town!
bye.